No, I think we're good.
Oh, no.
I'll figure it out.
Oh,
no. We figured out. We're gonna figure it out, gamers.
Alright.
Now, you want to start it off, bro?
Sure. What is up, my gamers? This is podcast episode 3 of the Overkill. Yes, indeed. This is episode 3 of the Overkill podcast. I am your boy Meta, obviously here with Kirby. Today I think we got a pretty juicy one, especially given that Call of Duty Season 2 has come out. I'm sure Kirby here has played it probably for 100 hours already. Okay.
Yeah, I've played it way too much. But yeah, I need to stop and
My God.
actually, I got other obligations to do.
My guy has issues. Yeah.
Well, listen, they came out with a small map that's, I would say pretty good. Like, not, I don't think it's like shipment level, you know?
Yeah.
Not like iconic, but Sledgehammer does, Sledgehammer does know how to make like small maps.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, everyone they've come out with has been pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
it's also kind of hard to mess up a small map. I don't know.
Yeah. It seems alright from what little I played it. Is it like as good as like a Nuketown or a Shipment? No, probably not. But you know.
Yeah, it's got a little. I think it has too many like little little spots you can hide in, cracks and crevices, stuff like that.
Yeah, it has a lot of kind of camping spots. Whenever we played that map, I just kept getting killed to like people I couldn't even see, and it really was driving me absolutely nuts.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of the new like Vista map, and it seemed all right. Like for a medium-sized map, it's kind of like 3-lane, but not really. I only played on the Horde Point mode because for whatever reason, this time in this season they didn't have like a playlist with all the new maps. They just had a playlist with the small map, and that was it.
Oh
They
yeah.
They didn't have a new map playlist, which I thought was weird. They should have, but
That is pretty weird. I don't know why they did that. Do we have any sort of information on that or no?
No, I think they just wanted to have another small map and just.
And then the only other thing I really remember from Season 2 is what was that mode we played with the zombie point, like zombie point or something?
Yeah, Horde Point. Yeah.
I remember that mode was like all right, but it was a little off. I don't know.
Little cringe.
It seems like a bit of a meme.
Yeah, it's kind of. It's not as fun as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more like player versus player, but I feel like a lot of people are just in there trying to go for more zombie kills than player kills.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Given, I mean, isn't that how you win? Do player kills even help you win?
I think you win by. I'm not sure. I think killing the zombies gets you points. So I think actually you wanna do both, obviously, but I think killing the zombies is mostly what gets you the points.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's why people are playing like that then, huh?
Also, yeah, it's like super. The zombies are way too spongy. I thought they would be a little weaker.
Mm-hmm. They are really spongy, and it's kind of annoying, actually.
Yeah, especially the armor guys.
I think something. Did you even touch like Fortune's Keep or whatever?
I actually have not. I mean, you and our other friend haven't been on, so I just haven't played Warzone really. I mean, Warzone's not fun solo, so.
Yeah. Warzone's not fun in general. Got him.
True.
It looks cool, I guess. I don't know. It looks alright. The... But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, everything else is it's just kind of little bullshit that doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't even...
And little events.
I haven't even unlocked, like, the new guns, because they're they're, like, really far into the battle pass. Now, you know.
And not only that...
Every battle pass tier now is, like, takes longer than it used to in the old Warzone and the other, Call of Duty games.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that the skins that they've added in are ugly. Like the people from The Walking Dead, like Rick Grimes and the other lady, they just look like ugly skins. I don't know. I guess they're fine for The Walking Dead, but they just look really ugly.
Yeah, I think for me the most interesting skin is probably like the Laswell one, because she's from the campaign, and I think there's one that turns like Ghost into an actual like ghost looking character.
Oh sure, yeah. Oh, the John Doe makes me laugh too, but that I guess that's one. I don't know. I don't really think. I think the update was good as far as like adding in another map and getting some new maps and stuff, but I just don't know. It's Call of Duty is Call of Duty.
It was a pretty good update. It didn't break. It didn't break too much. The only thing that it did break is that stun grenades. It was supposed to be only on the ninja vest, I think, where stun grenades were not supposed to affect you.
Yeah.
But they just have given that to everybody, so now everyone is like immune to stun grenades. Don't know when a fix for that will be, but yeah, they. I definitely think that was unintentional, but.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's the only thing that really broke with the update.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else for it. It just seems like it'd be COD.
Yeah.
I guess we can go ahead and move on to our next little topic here. I mean, the gaming news kind of slow today, to be honest. I guess some of the questions that you and I have been talking about is, was Generation 9 better than Generation 8 in gaming? And obviously the Xbox, I would say the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were pretty rough. I don't know if it's because people care less about consoles, or if they were just the same they were just more the same thing that no one gives a damn. I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were definitely pretty rough at the start of the generation. I think it got a little bit better towards the end, but yeah, I just think Generation 9 for the consoles is not. It's been rough. We've had tons of like broken games, unfinished, projects.
Yeah.
A lot of woke games.
Woke. Yeah. I mean, and the woke games are just getting worse. It's really infecting anything and everything that it touches. And there was that There was that story. Gosh, I think it came out about five months ago, or maybe 3, somewhere in there, about Sweet Baby Inc. And I was looking before the pod, and I actually can't find their website.
Oh, I could find it.
Could you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It basically just shows like what
here
games
it
they've
is.
worked on. They worked on like Spider-Man 2 and other games, but they're kind of like a consulting firm, I guess, where like if you don't have like writer or if you don't have like script readers, basically they'll like read it for you and like look for quote unquote like sensitive language or words that might offend people, you know?
Yes. I'm offended just thinking about it, dude.
Yeah, and they'll like give you certain, or they'll try to like, basically they'll give you like, hey, here's a edited version,
Bro.
you know. Yeah.
So do you send all of your work
cringe.
there, or do you work with them before a project starts?
I think you work with them. Like, I think you first write the script for the game, and then you like send all of it to them first.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're they're responsible for Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok,
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, Alan Wake 2. Apparently they helped with Sable, which is unfortunate. I wanted to play that game, but now I guess I won't. I mean, I don't think any of these games. I don't know if you can truly have the swagger of a young black teen in New York like you can in Spider-Man, but you know, maybe not. Maybe not. Sweet. Here we go. This is what really gets me. This is cursed. Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal and working around the globe. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive for everyone. Lord. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they really are like politicizing a lot of like the Western games, and I mean, you can clearly tell like what side they're on.
Oh yeah.
But, I don't really care too much about politics, especially whenever I'm playing a video game. I don't want to think about it, unless I don't really care what game I'm playing. I'll have something on in the background, but like I just think they're just better. The Western devs have really gone down in the last few years, and I think it's because of companies like Sweet Baby Inc. and because of just corporate America, shifting more towards the left side of the aisle.
Yeah, they're just trying to align themselves with the whole left. I think I always say I have an issue with I always say I have an issue with like putting politics in games. I think it's kind of, maybe it's not the politics I have a problem with. Like if a game, for example, was really was like politically based, like a spy thriller game or something. Like maybe like a James Bondy kind of game, or like a Tom Clancy game. If you had like some real world politics like that happens to be in the story, but isn't like the whole point of the story, I think it's probably okay. Because it doesn't like it actually fits with the narrative instead of just throwing it in, which is just jarring for everyone involved. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just shouldn't be in there at all. What do you think?
I mean, I think you can definitely like put events that would happen in real life in there, and I think it would be better. I think it's better to show off like both sides if possible. If you do put the like politics in there,
Sure.
but that would take creative writing, which I don't think. I don't know. I don't think we got that anymore.
No, that died a long time ago.
Like I think a good example would be probably like that Far Cry game. Where they did show. I think they had both sides, but it was definitely a little bit slanted. I was like, But I mean, it didn't. I don't think it really encroached on the gameplay either.
I think that's really the important thing. It's like how badly does this fuck with gameplay?
Yeah, because if the studio, if like the studio is focused on trying to shove a message, and they don't think about the gameplay as much, something's got to fall by the wayside.
Oof. That's tough. I mean, it makes sense though. I mean, I I think that makes a ton of sense. That like if you happen to, give in and basically do whatever you want, then just start shoving in your politics. At some point, the game is gonna suffer, and that we've seen that with shows, and we've seen that with like movies. Is like as soon as you start pushing the message in it, you kind of lose the plot in the message. And then it just becomes the message. Because the people that want to put it in there, they won't let it be a small part of the story. It usually has to be the entire story.
Yeah.
And I think something that has really caught my eye recently, I'm now on episode 538 of One Piece. Okay? I'm over the halfway mark. One Piece Odyssey keeps getting recommended to me on Steam, and it looks sweet. So I watched a little bit of the gameplay this morning, and it's really cool. Like, you get to start out at like almost the very beginning of like the One Piece story, which is awesome. That's like super sick.
Oh, really?
I believe it's called One Piece Odyssey because you can visit like almost all of the island, like a lot of the islands in the series.
Yeah, I got recommended the game, and I was just like, what? I know you're big into One Piece, so I was like, oh, I gotta put that in there. And then there are other games. I think Japanese studios are doing it right.
They are.
Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy 16, they were both pretty good games. Mm-hmm. And they were complete. Whenever they came out, they were complete, and they required very little updates.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. So the One Piece Odyssey, they do it like they've done a lot of the other games where it just takes place on a single island, a lot like the show does, where they go to different islands and then a new story happens. Then they find a new island, and then another story happens. They have done the same with the game. But you do start out in, like, one of the early, I guess, arcs in the story. But, yeah, JRPGs... have we even really played any JRPGs, though? Like, actually played them?
I played like the first part of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if that's like a JRPG, but
damn son.
I've played a little bit of Dragon Quest 11, 9, 11. I don't know.
Okay.
Whichever one it was. Yeah, anytime that I've played like a JRPG that's been like action focused, I've always found it really hard to, because you have all the commands and stuff too while you're like moving around. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a very strange genre. But at least the games are finished whenever they come out.
Yeah. True.
I don't know. I mean, I'm getting kind of tired of unfinished games, and I'm just caring less and less about like larger games. And I mean, gaming in general, but especially larger games. And so I think, I really do think the future might be kind of like it is for media right now, where it's basically Japanese games and anime, and then like small American or even, European kind of entertainment. They're always the other countries, but a lot of the indie games come out from those. So I think that's kind of the future, really. But I don't know if do you think it's the future or not? Do you think that's just a pipe dream? Is everything just gonna die? No.
No, I think. I think games like Power World kind of came out of China.
China. Wow.
Games like that where it's actually like giving competition to bigger companies. I think that's always good. And now specifically with Power World, I think Pokemon has always needed competition.
Yes.
Back in the day, I guess it would have been like Bakugan and Digimon. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe not Bakugan, but you know what I mean. I always think you need to have competition in a space.
Yes.
I think we're finally getting to where even if you have $100 million budget, like the Suicide Squad game, you cannot beat a game like the sales for that have been real bad.
Have they? I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they were worse. They were worse than it was another superhero game. Yeah, they were like worse than a superhero game that people knew sold bad. So this one's even worse than that.
Ooh.
And if it sold well, the company would have come out and said, "Hey, we're doing all this great,"
Yeah, hey, we're.
But I mean, a game like that. Yeah, a game like that had such a big budget can't beat a game like Grand Blue. Have you heard of Grand Blue?
I have not.
It's like another JRPG that got recommended to me on Steam.
I know the manga. I've seen the manga before.
And I wish listed it. Oh, it's based off of a manga.
Grand Blue game. Let's see.
Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Yeah.
Oh, I bet you this is based.
It came
on
out
anime.
this year.
Huh. Oh, there's a cat girl in it. Yamate!
My guy's buying.
Buying right now. Hang on. Alright.
My guy went ham.
Thank you, audio viewers. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, look, whenever shitty practices happen, another company will come to show you up and take your market share. So I'm always glad whenever shitty companies lose market share and money. So what I'm not a fan of, though, is Dead Cells getting its last update. This is unacceptable. I'm getting on Twitter right now to write a death threat to the developer. He needs to know. Alright. He thinks he can just leave me? Okay. Yeah. Dead Cells has been a solid game.
That's tragic.
I haven't played it since they released goodness gracious, what was that? It was kind of like a gosh, goodness gracious. It was the plant update where they released the Plant like Island and or the Plant DLC. Let's see. Tisk. Yeah, I stopped right before Road to the Sea. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it in a year.
Oh, Fatal Falls was the one that I didn't get. I went all the way to Rise of the Giant and the Bad Seed. The Bad Seed is the one with all the plants and stuff. Yeah. And the Castlevania update I saw as well. So I don't know how the Castlevania update plays into it. I believe I did play the Castlevania update a little bit, but since then I haven't touched it. But it's a great game. If anybody hasn't played it yet, you need to. It's an indie classic and it runs great on everything, even on my iPad or phone, which is crazy. It doesn't play great on my iPad or phone, but you can. You can, as long as you hook up a controller to it, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's like a I don't know. It's kind of like a quasi 3D game. It has like, yeah, because it has like actual lighting, or it at least feels like it does. Whenever, if I'm remembering correctly, it might not, because I haven't played this game in like a year.
Unacceptable.
I know.
Bad boy. It runs great on Switch too.
It's just like, yeah, it reminds you. It's just like hyper realistic pixelated game. No.
Yeah, it kind of is like a 2D Dark Souls mixed with a platformer, with like a 2D platformer mixed with like a roguelike kind of setting, and that's like the whole game. As far as like 3D elements, yeah, the lighting is crazy, and some of the attacks are kind of they are kind of 3D in a way. But yeah, it's one of the best games I've played recently.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they're working on a new game called Windblown. Windblown.
Wow, the best game.
It's a 3D game, I guess. Interesting. Okay.
All right. Wow, you can tell.
Yeah, you described it pretty perfectly. Yeah, it's like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
2D Dark Souls.
And this new game that they made looks very, very inspired by Dead Cells. I mean, it looks like they just stole the art style and made it 3D.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Wow, I said.
Damn, dude.
Yo.
Indie games really going up them charts, bro.
Damn, and you can play as like a big wolf, dude. Epic. Alright, I'm in. Fucking closet furry over here. Alright. And then
finally,
I don't know,
something that's.
I mean, I don't know about Dead Cells. It's kind of sad, but I think if the guy is done with it, then he should probably just walk away and leave it in its good state, or the devs in general. But yeah, I can't say too much on this next game though. Helldivers 2. I really don't even know what's going on with this game. I didn't know this game came out.
Yeah, I just I heard about it on the Sony PlayStation State of Play thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, I think it's PlayStation and PC. It's like a third-person shooter. It. I never played the first one. I mean, neither did you. But it reminds me a lot of the like old Star Wars like games. The original Battlefront games.
It kind of looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. It seems like it runs just like it. Wow. Like the
Yeah,
animation.
I just put it on here because the game is like really, it's really good. But I was just looking through the Steam like reviews, and a lot of people were like, it's crashing, bro. They couldn't even play it because it kept crashing as soon as you got in.
Bro. Fucking got him, dude. Is that... So, the only thing that I could find on it, too, is that it has, like, a really aggro anti-cheat.
Oh, yeah. It's, like, kernel level. Yeah. Pretty rough.
Yeah, that's the new
called
thing.
N-Protect? N-Protect Game Guard? I don't know.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
I mean, yeah, that is kind of the new thing, like Riot Games with their Vanguard anti-cheat.
Mm-hmm. Or, what, you know what it kind of does remind me of, too, is, Genshin Impact had, like, kernel level access or whatever. They had,
Yeah.
which is very sus. You know, I don't want to go all Alex Jones on you, but yeah.
Every time someone mentions Alex Jones now, I just think of that game that he released.
Bro, was that actually him though that released that?
Yeah, that's actually like his,
that's actually official. Wow.
Yeah, like yeah, he hired people. That's why you can buy it at Infowars.com, bro.
Oh. Man, I better buy this game up, dude.
My favorite is that Steam recommends it to me.
It did to me too. It was like, here, you're a degenerate. You want this?
Yeah, that's why it says play the official Alex Jones video game. Dude. And they got him in his studio promoting it, dude.
It says Helldivers, by the way, apparently was released by PlayStation Studios. I didn't know that. I found this game, by the way. It recommended it to me now, too. Grand Blue.
Yeah, I mean, I've only heard positive things about it. So.
Okay. Alex Jones Infowars, there it is, right there, brother. I like how it's got this like country chick in like tight blue jeans with a huge ass, and like just a nondescript red hat and red shirt with her fucking nipples like poking out. It's. I think it's obviously supposed to be a MAGA lady. People love it though. They say it plays great.
I love the frog with like a flag that is clearly supposed to be something.
Apparently,
I don't know what the baby in the cage is. I don't know.
Apparently, Asmongold played it, according to the trailer. I don't know when he did that, but
that's funny.
Alright. Oh my god, you can go to you-know-whose island, bro. Yo. Oh, and there's rainbow frogs shooting at you. Oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I guess that brings us to our last one here while we're
Yeah, that was a little, that way we got a little derailed.
Yeah. While we're still slim eye awake here. The Xbox exclusives coming to PlayStation. Which ones are coming? I've heard it's been Starfield, Hi-Fi, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Well, so we don't exactly know what is exactly coming. I think it's like, I think someone like leaked it, and I think next week Phil Spencer's gonna have, I think they have like an Xbox conference thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there we're gonna get confirmation on what exactly is coming. But yeah, so far it seems to be games like Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves, kind of like smaller games. I don't know. People don't know about Starfield yet.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that is like such a big game, they probably would want to keep it exclusive.
Gosh, I hate exclusives.
Yeah, a lot of the Xbox people are mad about it because, like, you know, I mean, you buy a console. Really, the only decision in which console you buy is like, oh, you know, what exclusives do they have?
Yeah.
Or does my primary game, if it is multi-platform, does it have like access to something that other platforms don't?
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean that was a big reason why people would play on PlayStation. It's because
back in the day
they got like a month early or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think exclusives are pretty cringe. I think it's pretty good that Xbox is finally allowing PlayStation people to play their games. I think it'd be even cool if like maybe if they even put Hi-Fi Rush on the Switch.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Well, and I think too, exclusives are very anti-consumer, very anti-gamer, very, I don't want to say abusive, but I would say exploitative of like human psychology. I've always hated exclusives, and back in like 2014, before Total Biscuit passed away, I'd always watch his videos about the gaming industry going towards exclusives more and more. And now that we've seen it in full effect, I think we truly know its final purpose was just to basically force you into buying all the consoles or a particular console and basically make you pick. And that's all it'll ever be used for. So just buy a PC and fuck them both. No, I'm just kidding.
True. Well, I mean, Microsoft still has you there.
No, I know.
But
I know, they're going to own everything, including my children. It's so sad.
Yeah. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, I think some people are thinking Gears of War as well is going to be on there.
Okay.
I've never really cared about Gears of War, but, you know.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah. I think, I completely agree with you on the anti-consumer thing. And I think this is a good move. If this goes really well, I think we could maybe see PlayStation do the same thing. I think it'll be sort of like how crossplay started out with Fortnite, and then now every game has to have it. Mm-hmm. I think all we need is like a few exclusives to start rolling out to other platforms, and maybe we'll see at some point where it doesn't really matter what console you have.
Gosh, I hope.
That'd be pretty nice. Yeah.
I just think they're stupid, but yeah, the gaming industry's kind of stupid right now. We look forward to indie games and Japanese games. Shout out Tekken 8.
Yeah, no, I mean that. I don't know. I mean, what do you think Tekken 8 will be? You think Tekken 8 will be Game of the Year this year?
Dude, I hope. I really do hope.
What do you think the worst game of this year has been
Oh, goodness.
so far?
Worst game of the year so far? Obviously not Show Aquarium, because that's the best game of last year. And I was checking on all my fishies. Man, I don't know too many games that came out this year. Do you have any contenders? What is your worst game? I'll get my juices flowing.
Probably, obviously Suicide Squad. That's got to be up there. I think that one's probably the worst one to come out this year so far. We haven't had too many games come out. I think Power World could be best game contender. Tekken 8. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna give it to Like a Dragon.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
For worst or best?
For worst, and I only say it because they locked the in-game plus behind DLC, and I think that's also very anti-consumer and shitty, and that's probably the most detrimental thing to have happened this year so far. Pretty much as bad as exclusives are, in my mind.
Yeah, it's pretty scummy.
If not worse than exclusives. Because now, I don't know how it works. I don't know if you just get to the end of the game and it just kicks you out, or if you just can run around and there's like no more story mission to do. That might be it. I imagine it's the latter.
That's probably it. Yeah.
But yeah. That's weird. I don't know. It might not be the worst game, but in my opinion, it's one of the most detrimental things to have happened this year.
Yeah, I don't know too many. There haven't been too many game releases so far this year.
Apparently, Arc 2 is coming out, or has it come out?
Arc 2? I don't know.
To be announced. Has not come out. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's good enough for this podcast.
Yeah, I think that's everything this week. Kind of a slow one. Again.
Hopefully this week will be a little better.
Except we'll be playing Tekken 8, of course. Duh. Hopefully this week's better. Yep. Alright, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Hopefully this one was alright. On these slow weeks, it's really hard to find things to talk about. And it's even harder to find anything truly interesting in a lot of these stories, because a lot of it's just either depressing or we're just saying goodbye to old classics from the mid 2010s, 2015. So yeah, I don't know. It's getting more corporate and a little less scummy in some ways. So we'll see. We'll see where it ends up.
Yep. We'll have to see. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. That's all from your boy and Meta.
Yep.
Have a good day. Peace.
Peace. Butt grease.